I want to step into like crime and thrillers and stuff like that. You know, just stepping out of the fantasy. And I might read some contemporary, but I don't really. I might try, but I'm not really sure. Welcome back. Today I'm going to be updating on my 2016 reading goals reading challenge. If you guys have not seen the previous video to this, I will link it down below. But basically I talked about reading outside of my reading comfort zone. So instead of picking up like a fantasy or something like that, I'd step into, you know, crime and more sophisticated fantasy books and contemporary books and stuff like that. Stuff that I don't normally read. Because once you just read one continuous genre, you kind of are missing out, and I feel like a lot of people are like, I'm comfortable in fantasy. I like fantasy. Why would I read something that's not my type? You never know. You never know that you're going to pick a book up and love it. I did that with sci-fi. I picked up Illuminae, and now I'm in love with Illuminae, and I love it so much, and I can't wait for the second book in the series to come out. Mind you, I'm actually waiting for a few other books to come out, but that's beside the point. So I thought I might update you guys on my status. So in the original video, I mentioned that I wanted to read for 2016 V.E. Schwab's A Darker Shade of Magic and The Murder Complex by Lindsay Cummins. I have reviews for both of these books, and I will put the links down below. But needless to say, both of these books pleasantly surprised me. This more so than this. Like, I sort of got used to this, and I really did love the introduction to the thriller genre through this. But this book, you need to read my book talk, because I cannot explain how much I am in love with this book. And Kel is bae. That's all I'm going to say. That Kel is bae. Okay? Alright. So I read these two books and I thought they were brilliant. So I thought I might continue the challenge and read a little bit more. So this was a beginner thriller crime dystopian novel, and this was a more advanced sort of magic novel. So what other genres could I experience? Well, I decided to pick up books from a contemporary genre and a medical crime novel genre. And so I'm going to show you some of the books that I picked up for the next few months. And some of these might be familiar, some of these might be not, but I'm just going to say them anyway. So, for the contemporaries, I picked up The Little Paris Bookshop by Nina George, and I also picked up The Piper's Son by Melina Marchetta. This is the author behind Looking for Ella Brandy, which I read in high school. I didn't really enjoy it. Like, I found it okay, but it's not something I'd highly praise. But I did enjoy the movie, so I'm thinking that this might be more my style. I'm not really into contemporaries, but this actually sounds really good. And this I picked up, this was a cover buy, because look at this cover, it's such a pretty cover. This is basically about a man who runs a bookshop, and he's very good about picking books out for people to read, but he can't pick one out for himself because he's very troubled. And then along comes a woman and blah, 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 blah. But these books do sound interesting. I'm going to read this one first because I want to get into it because it actually sounds really good. And it looks like it's a decent size, so I might be able to fly through it. And this one is a bit chunkier, but it sounds really good as well. So these might be for like the morning periods in between books, which I really do need right now because I'm in mourning. But yeah, so these are the contemporary ones. And then I picked up, not really ones that I normally pick up, but they are related to some of my favourite shows. Well, at least one of them is. And that is Kathy Reich's Virals. And oh my god, is this like a chunky book. This, if you don't know, Kathy writes the she wrote the books behind the Bone series in Australia it's on Channel 7. I don't know what channel it is on in America, but she writes the Bones books, and this is a spin-off of that where it's Temperance's niece and a squad of squints in training. I have not read a Kathy Wright's book, but I'm going to attempt with Virals because it's aimed at more my demographic. And it actually sounds like it's going to be interesting. I can't wait to see how it ends up, and it is quite a chunky book, so that's good. I'll probably read this when I come back from America because I've got a book that I want to read. But yeah, Virals by Kathy Wright, and look at this cover. Look at the lettering. It's very good. And the final book that is going to be for my challenge is The Unbecoming of Mara Dyer. Now, this is creepy, as I've been informed that it's a creepy sort of contemporary read, and I have started it. As you can see, I'm just a little ways in, but I think it's going to be good. I don't think I'm going to be creeped out by this. I think that it's going to be a good exploration into human emotions, and I really think that I'm going to really like it. I don't have any expectations except that it is creepy, and so I hope that I find it so. And those are all the books that are in my 2016 Reading Out of Your Comfort Zone challenge. If you want to talk to me more about this, I have all my social media links linked below. And yeah, so if you want to join in, just grab a book from a genre that you don't particularly read and dive straight in. You never know, you might find that you enjoy this book from this genre. And you expand your reading goggle things. So thanks for watching. Like, favourite, all that good stuff. Leave a comment down below. What books would you like to challenge yourself to read in the year of 2016? Thank you for watching.